Right, hello guys, Trey Expert and Sam. Welcome back to another flight sim stream, everyone. Welcome back. Bloody attempt 2. Yeah, of what I was trying to do about 4 hours ago, but obviously the plane didn't exist apparently, and Heathrow's runway is now transparent. So yeah, funny stuff. Ha ha ha. But yeah, anyway, welcome back. Sorry about before. Basically what happened was I couldn't find my 777 model in flight sim. Let's get some face cam on, shall we? There we go. Here we are. I'm back. So yeah, hope that's right at the top. KLM 767, Manchester to Amsterdam. So it's a real short flight. And yeah, so I just want to apologise about the stream earlier. I had a problem yesterday. That was completely different. That was to do with YouTube's back-end system with the, stream, live stream studio and all that. So yeah, this is a different problem. This was with flight sim earlier because I couldn't access my captain sim. 777-300 for some reason, don't know why. It's just one of those things. Bit annoying, but it ultimately resulted in me not being able to fly the 777-300. Then I went to the 330, having plans to obviously change the title and thumbnail, and then ended up going through the runway at Heathrow. I just thought, this isn't working. I'm just going to do this tomorrow on the 787. You know, because I set up the yoke and all that. But this is like a bonus stream, if you know what I mean. So I'm doing the 767 with KLM. So that should probably be T2 probably. Yeah, probably T2. So yeah, it's a real short flight. It's about an hour. Henry's here as well. Yeah, sorry, there's about 1 minute delay. Sorry about that. Just getting the stuff set up because I had to take it all down, pack it all up, well, set it all up all over again. Because I had to access my computer before to make a thumbnail and to change under the things. So I think the runway we'll land on is this one, 06. Is that the Kepper barn or whatever it's called? I can't remember now. So somebody will know anyway. Yeah, 767. Here we go. Do runway 05s do 05s for departures? Might be a bit longer that way though. Oh no, it won't be. It will actually be shorter. Right, 05. Oh yeah, because they're 05s at Manchester right now, aren't they? Yeah, good pointing out, Ted. Oh no, that's Henry. Oh bloody hell. Right, I actually need to select a gate, otherwise I'm just going to start the game on 05. Right, okay, departures, arrivals. And here are, yeah, they are on 05s at the moment at Manchester. High altitude airways, I think we've got everything we need. Yeah, sorry about the stream before, I've deleted it and everything. I'm going to do the Turkish trip tomorrow, you know, with the London Heathrow to Istanbul malarkey. Yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow, just on a 787. Just an absolute mess, honestly. Bloody hell. But yeah, not great. Honestly, this game is just, what can I say? It's just difficult. Just making sure everything's set up and all that. Yeah, microphone, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we're all good. We don't need that open. Let's check my chat, make sure it's on all messages. Honestly, if a KLM 767 came to Manchester, I'd be so happy. Green screen is good today. Well, it's darker, isn't it? When there's light, daylight, because the light reflects off that wall, basically you get like a mirror kind of thing. So you've got light that I don't want here, and everywhere. Whereas when it's like kind of very neutral, because you got to remember, I bought this this light thing in the winter when it was dark, so I thought, oh, there we go, minimal light. Okay, we've got a bit of a shadow there, so if I have a light there, that shadow won't exist. Well, sorry, this shadow won't exist because the light's coming from there. You know what I mean? So like, this is like Australia over here, right? And that's like whether the UK, the sun's over there, right? So if I've got another sun in Australia or New Zealand, I won't have that shadow. You know what I mean? That's basically what I'm trying to explain. Yeah. Is it a night flight tonight? No, it's not a night flight. I can't do night flights. It's just too dark for my whatever, my pickiness or whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately. So yeah. Also, my tea's arriving halfway through this stream. An English breakfast. I know. My mum's making me and my dad an English breakfast. So if I go offline, not offline, but be quiet for half an hour, I'm probably half an hour, 15 minutes for God's sake. Yeah, I'll be eating my English breakfast. Yeah. Right, okay, so let's get this baby started up. If I can remember how to start up a bloody 767. I think it's that. Battery. EPU on. Power. I can't remember. Start. All these need to be on. Wing lights, logo lights. Seatbelt sign. I can't. Honestly, the last time I flew a Boeing was ages ago. There he is, English breakfast. Yeah, I know. Honestly, me and my dad have just come back. This is why this stream's late, by the way. Me and my dad have just been watching England, and yeah. So my mum agreed to make us a breakfast when we came back, and I thought, well, I'm gonna have to have it on stream. I'm not cancelling this stream. I'm gonna eat it whilst doing my stream, but I'll obviously mute because no one wants to hear that. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Nom 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 nom. We get enough of that on a bloody Saturday at the bloody romper, don't we? APU. Oh, I've just turned it off. APU on. Where is the... Oh, there we go. It's... Hang on. Where's the probe heat for the windows on the Boeing? I can't remember. Where is it? I actually can't remember where it is. Is it here? No? Is it up there? It's here somewhere, isn't it? It's there. There we go. Windshield de-ice. It's funny how your mind remembers things. Oh, Dylan's here. Have a beer instead. Tell your mum she's having a laugh. Oh, yeah. I'm having a laugh. I'm the one who wanted it. Well, I think my dad wanted it. It's either that or a McDonald's. I thought, fuck that. I don't like McDonald's. I do not like it at all. Not in the slightest. So, yeah, we're doing the... we've got the cam. But at night, we've got a night cam. Drop that down. There we go. It's not going to look as good as the day. And it's going to zoom into this wire as well. This bloody wire that's dangling. So, I've got the yoke. And I'll just lift this wire up. Oh, and around. There we go. So it's not... It's going to focus on the wire. That's my green screen getting whacked, by the way. Alright, okay. I'm just going to set that. Yeah, it should be a nice relaxing flight. I'm just going to get a drink as well. So before we push back, I'm going to get a Heineken. Please don't send messages like that, Dylan. What's he sent? Oh, God, what's he said? If it's unhelpful, well, yeah, it can't be here. LNAV, flight level change. I think it's these. I can't remember. Honestly, the last time I flew a Boeing was back in April. So, yeah, a long time ago. Very long time ago. Right, parking brake released. We'll get pushed back. And once pushback's happening and get all the ground crew shit sorted, I'll go and get me drink. Piloting on easy. There we go.
Manchester clearance delivery KLM Charlie Sierra 767
There we go.
to Schiphol ready to copy.
I can go off. Whoa, no. That one. There we go. He dislikes McDonald's so much he buys the burger and tries to feed them to horses. I know, yeah. Oh, that was hilarious. It's taken 5 years for me to offend Sam. I think that's the record. No, yeah. He hasn't offended me. He just offended someone else. Who happens to be a moderator. Whether it's offended me or not, that's like negligible, but you know. Normally if someone else is offended in a mod, they just go, oh, mod power. You know how it is on this channel. People getting cheap thrills. Nah, I'm joking. Right, I'm going to go and get a Heineken. And, yeah, sort myself out and then... This is need about an hour. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Just give us a sec.
Manchester ground Ryanair tree 203 heavy taxi to the gate. Ryanair tree 203 heavy taxi to gate 107 via taxiway.
Oops, wrong one. Right, we're back. We can push back. What is the winglet on the A330? Don't ask. Oh yeah, don't ask, honestly. I was having this problem before. I said about the 777. In the game, I couldn't basically... That's why the first stream was basically postponed. Postponed! Yeah, postponed. No, that's not the word, isn't it? Fucking hell. If you can't speak English, don't stream. That's not the word, is it? Postponed. Yeah, that's the word, yeah. I'm making a big deal about a word that I actually got right. Oh god, don't remind me of the days I was a mod. I was at war with a Spanish woman. Oh yeah, he was. Oh, this was like 2021. Yeah, Marie D. Not Marie D. What pass? Oh my god. Honestly, I swear to god, the funniest shit on the internet. Honestly, if you go back to those streams. Yeah, cancelled. Could have just said that, couldn't I? What a muppet. Right, parking brake is off. We'll set the... Oh no, there's no like engine switch thing on this. Like you can't select it to engine start, engine, you know, whatever. Normal, whatever. Heading... No, we won't select the heading for now. We're all good though. Right, we'll push back to the right. So this should be the right. No, it's different every time, I swear to god.
Manchester ground KLM
Push back to
Charlie
the right.
Sierra 767
So we've done
to steer the aircraft
T2 because KLM are T2 basically. And that's the way it is. So yeah. Yeah, it's good to see Dylan here. Yeah, university's going well, mate. Yeah, I'm doing teacher assistant training. So I'm teaching kids at the age of 11 to 16, but we've got a sixth form, so technically 18, but I don't spend any time with sixth form, so yeah,
Manchester ground
16.
KLM Charlie Sierra 767
At the local high school, so basically like senior school kind of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, basically training there to be a TA and then hopefully move up to be a teacher. Yeah, because that's what I want to do, just teaching kind of music, media studies, iMedia kind of area. Not like English, maths and your typical science teacher or geography teacher who's always taking the piss. No, none of that. But just like, I don't know, things that I do. Because you'd be surprised how many things that I do here on my channel that, you know, they do in school and they really could benefit with. So, yeah. I mean, that's one of the first things I picked up in like 2021, 2022. Like, oh my God, schools really need just very similar stuff. Very similar skill set to what I do on my channel, like media, things recorded, things edited, like marketing and all that. Yeah, very much so. And the fact that I picked up guitar quite well and music very well, I'm just naturally gifted in that area. I can, you know, anything they play on the piano, I can teach them how to play it, you know. And I can't even read music, so I'm quite happy, you know, that I've got that ability to do that. Otherwise, I'd be just that same old TA standing at the back of the class doing nothing. So, yeah, I'm very happy about that sort of stuff. Going well. This isn't the crowd for anyone who thinks they're going well. Is it repeating the first year? What? I don't know what you mean. Repeating the first year. Was the thing with the Spanish woman as good as my fights with Hazel? No, it was better. It was honestly better. Are you talking about college, Dylan? Was he talking about... I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about TA work. I don't know. That's so ambiguous, that message. Okay, 10 likes already. Right. Engines started. Engines are starting. More like. APU's on. Is APU bleed on? Yeah, that is APU bleed, isn't it? Oh yeah, we need to actually turn them on, dickhead. So that's on. That really needs to be on as well. University, yes. I'm repeating the... Oh, you're repeating the first year, right. So I thought you were talking about the TA work. It's like how I mention something, and after that I assume every single message is about that. That's how I work with reading chat. Hiding Hazel. Yeah, well, I don't think it was really fair to have a go at someone who you don't really. You know, that's the thing though. If you until you've walked like a mile in their shoes, you have no right to, you know, basically criticize them. You know, because you just do not know what is happening in other people's lives or what condition they're in. So, I would always suggest, yeah, keeping it strictly confidential and just, you know, okay, someone might be difficult, but never, you know, use them as a joke, because until you've walked a mile in their shoes, you do not know, you know, what that person is dealing with, you know. So yeah, I think it was a little bit unfair how she was treated personally, and I wish I acted on it a little bit more professionally. What am I doing with these bloody engines? Engine start, come on. Have we fucked up that as well? Have we managed to fuck up the engine stuff? Why can't I start engine 2? Start engine. On. Why can't I switch that one? It's starting anyway. That's all I care about. I've heard Hazel isn't very well. Well, even more reason not to have a go at her. Yeah, I'm glad the university's going well, Dylan, but he's had to do repeat his first year. On Saturday, I flew the Jet 737-300 from Leeds to Jersey, then British Airways back to Manchester via Heathrow. Very nice. Yeah, it's just something to consider, because as soon as I thought, oh, yeah, Hazel, okay, nice person, but sometimes some of the chat stuff can be a bit daft. I just thought, as soon as I, you know, someone hid her. I don't know who hid her, I'm not sure, but I just thought, I don't know what condition they're in. You know what I mean? Until you've actually been to like a care home for old people, which I have. I did that in school many, many years ago. You do not know how unwell someone is. And honestly, it's like a ton of bricks coming down on you until you've actually been in there and seen how unwell some people can be. And it's quite like humbling sometimes just to think, you know. Yeah, sometimes. I'm just saying, because you never know how some people are. Right, park and brake needs to be off. We're going to taxi out. Oh yeah, I can use my throttles. Why aren't my throttles working? Yoke working? Oh, have I got my connections mixed up? I've got my connections mixed up, haven't I? Right, that isn't plugged into that, so that's not working. That's a schoolboy error, that. I haven't got my throttles connected to my Xbox. Right. It should work. Hang on. Right, that should go in there. USB-C to... right, that's there. And then that's to the yoke. Right, okay, we're all good. Sorry about that. Right, so that should work now. Yeah, there we go. You can tell it's working because I've got this stick drift stuff, which, yeah, seems to be a very common thing on Captain Sims. Not Captain Sim, sorry. Thrustmaster. It's not really good enough. There's no way to like counteract it unless you really yank the yoke. See that? See how it's going down? £400 for that. I know. Not great, is it? Just need to get used to it because I haven't used it for a while. Yeah, flaps down. There we go. Everything's running smoothly. Yeah, hope you like the second camera. I don't know. Yeah, I used to use the camcorder, but it was too dark. I found the camcorder too dark. What are we doing here? Why isn't nose wheel steering isn't working? I'm sure it's possible to unhide someone. Why isn't nose wheel steering working? Look at this. I'm sorry. What is going on with flight? I've had nothing but problems with Flight Sim today. Seriously. Alright, make the radius on that a little bit bigger. There we go. Could turn on the bedroom light as well. There we are. More trouble than it's worth, this bloody Captain Sim stuff. Not Captain Sim, Thrustmaster. Flight from Jersey to Heathrow was so delayed that by the time I got my gate for Manchester, it was 10 minutes after the gate closed. Oh my god. Thankfully the gate staff kept the gate open for me. Oh, thank god for that. Just don't hit the FedEx. Yeah, I know. It's like, Jesus. Yeah, there's just so many problems. I don't know, like some just like basic functional stuff just isn't working at the moment with Flight Sim. I just don't know why. It's just really shit. Yeah, I've had nothing but problems with it for the whole afternoon, and it's just been a bit poor. That's all. Just a bit poor. Nosewheel steering at the moment is terrible. Oh, is it? It's not just me. Yeah, I don't know. It's like they don't have developers anymore. They don't really have software testers. Just speak to Martin about that, and he'll tell you 101 things about software testers. Now they're getting rid of software testers nowadays to replace them with AI. And yeah, the quality you get is what you see. Yeah, going to become so insignificant, aren't they? You know, it's going to shrink and shrink and shrink until they're going to, you know, on the verge of bankruptcy, and they're going to basically complain about the business model and go, oh, the quality needs to be improved. And they're going to wonder, why isn't the quality good enough? Oh, because they fired all the software testers. You know, well, not fired, but made them more redundant. Yeah, basically fired them. So, you know. Yeah, it makes me laugh. That's why I couldn't work for a major company, because I'm like, you know, when you see steam coming out of a kettle, I'm like that when I'm getting a compliment. So imagine me when I'm getting a negative or getting under pressure. Exactly, it's like a bloody volcano erupting. I just tell people exactly what I think, which I think is a good thing. Yeah, I'm so direct with people. It comes across as rude, but it's just the way I was brought up. You know, just be direct with people. No sugarcoating. No, I don't like that. Have you ever heard me sugarcoat though? Like, oh, let's say someone I don't really like very much, and I go, oh, they've been such a value to my channel and all that, and that we could possibly work something out, even though it's just a load of bull, you know, or left them hung out to dry, you know. Oh, give me until mid-November to sort something out, and then don't get something sorted out for mid-November. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Oh shit. No, fuck it. Actually, no, we can probably get away with that. If we swing around there. Because I know Manchester really well, you know. I've sent you a video, Sam, about how to unhide users. Oh, I can't watch it now because I'm streaming, aren't I? Can we swing around here? We can swing around here and do the takeoff. Right, who's going to go first? Egypt. Is that... No, EasyJet, not Egypt Air. Exit on you. Where's you? Oh, yeah, I haven't even got them coded. Right, come on, mate. Where are you going? Oh, he just disappeared now. See, it never shows them crashing, does it? Right, okay. I'm so used to going 2-3 left, honestly. So used to doing 2-3 left. It's like bloody habitual now, isn't it? Right, so we'll go here. Have we got enough of a run up there? No, I mean, Manchester Airport hasn't got the longest runways, has it? It's not like Heathrow or... Yeah, like Tenerife has a big runway. Bloody hell, that is a long runway, Tenerife. My God. It just goes on and on and on forever. Right, okay. Still taxiing. We've got the lights on. Runway turn lights really need to be on. Taxiway lights weren't even on either. Okay. See what signs on. The flaps are set. Yeah, there's no way to like intersect here, so we're gonna have to like go down a little bit and then turn around. Is there a turning circle around there? There is a little bit around here, but it's not a very good one. Because I probably won't get airborne in that time. I'm just thinking. Right, okay. Let's cut here. Have to go now. Oh, okay. Well, bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Right, another EasyJet. Oh my god, there's hundreds of EasyJets. Backtrack. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swivel around here because I can probably get airborne. Probably just long enough. Should have just gone for it. Nah. Not if they're landing towards me. That's not really how it works. It's been ages since I've flown a Boeing. No, it has. It's been like ages. Manchester, Amsterdam. Yeah, we're not doing the flight back. Right, come on. Let's use the throttle. Yeah, I was going to get the main light on, which I can probably do. Right, I'm gonna if I cut engine 1, it will spool up a lot. It will make the turn a lot easier. There we go. Just a little technique there. Yeah, whichever direction you're turning, cut the engine in the direction you're turning, and you'll be able to make the turn a lot quicker. Like this. See what I'm doing? Just a little bit of a yawing technique there. Okay, we haven't got takeoff option yet. Right, I'll set the heading as well because the heading isn't set. Right, 121. 121. 121. And I'm gonna select it back into thingy mode. Have I already done it? Yeah. Piloting on medium. I'll turn on my light so you can see the wonderful person that I am. There you go, that's better because you can actually see the yoke now. And a Thatcher's, we don't have any Heineken. Take off lights on. Everything's all green. Oh god, the yoke's pretty cursed. RTO. Where's terrain? How do you turn on terrain on the Boeing? I can't remember how you turn on terrain. Is it down here? Terrain. Where's terrain? I can't actually remember where terrain is. Oh, I think it... Forget it. We're going. Right, here we go. Right, have I put that in twice? There we go. Blast off. Right, we'll use the yoke. And hopefully it doesn't do its silly spinny thing where it goes all daft for half an hour. Like, don't get me wrong, when I first used this yoke it was brilliant. But it just seems to be a little bit like on the strange side nowadays. Right, okay, keep that level. Yeah, we've got simulated turbulence as well. Nowhere near centre line, son. Right, rotate. See what I mean with that? There we go. Gear up. We're up. Can't remember which one it is to look at the view. There we go. There we are. Flaps up as well. We're up, boys. Finally. Oh, I've waited 4 hours just to get airborne. Late rotation. Nah, it's fine. It's because we took off further down the runway, that's why. And we'll click Y to get onto our autopilot trajectory. And we're good. Hands free. Doesn't that feel nice? So we are... Yeah, altitude. Oops. Let's cut that down a little bit. There we go. So that should just select auto throttle on. I'm flying a Boeing for ages. Honestly, since April, I'd say. Amsterdam, here we come. Yeah. God, we bloody... No, I have to go fast there. Right, flight directory. Right, I think that needs to be on that. Indicate airspeed. Also throttle. Why have the flaps gone down? I never selected that. What is it doing? See, the flaps are on 0 on liftoff, and then magically they just went down again. What's all that about? This is a thing with this game. It just does random things that you don't want it to do. It's like, what the hell are you doing? How did the flaps go down then? Is it because I accidentally knocked that? I think I did. When did that happen as well? Because that's really annoying. Yeah, flaps just randomly started going down when I cut back the throttles. What the hell? Yeah, 11 PM. Yep. That's what time it is. Here we go, merging out the cloud. Yeah, so sorry about the stream earlier, guys. I don't, it's not really my fault that they can't get their shit together in this game with the 777. Like, it just... I own it. And it's not there anymore. Like, it's just like, why? Did you take off with 0 flaps? I don't think I did I? I set the flaps. I definitely set the flaps. I took off with 0 flaps, but I set the flaps. I remember setting the flaps. Yeah, flaps were on 5, and then they just randomly went up. But why did they go up? When did they go up? They went up. See, that it did that on the 330 as well. When as soon as I engaged with a throttle, the flaps went up. Yeah, something's not right here. And it's nothing I click, because to click the flaps, I literally have to hit my D-pad. And my controller was over there. When I was taking off, my controller was over there. So there's no way I could have touched the flaps. You know what I mean? Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. Microsoft Flight Sim is next level. Bollocks. No, it's not. Because we couldn't even get this game right. So I'm sorry, I don't believe that at all. Yeah, so how is that then? How does that happen? So when my controller's over there, so I can't engage with the flaps. I adjust the thrust, and it changes my flap setting. What the fuck? Exactly. Yeah, I suppose we didn't end up trimming. We like pulled up super early, didn't I? Bloody hell. Yeah, once you've done it yourself, yeah, you know it's just sometimes how buggy this game can be, just random problems and stuff like that. I mean, speak to any other flight simmer on YouTube, you know, they probably have problems. It's just the nature of the game. It's buggy because it's so complex. All these systems and all that, all this simulated stuff. Oh, it was terrible. Oh, it's hard to read sarcasm through messages. Yeah, see, it's not good because the thing is, a lot of people pre-ordered that game, and I actually advised people about a year ago, do not pre-order it, because if you look at how this game is, how can you guarantee that a brand new game right out of the woodworks is like brilliant? Exactly. So that's why I'd never pre-order video games nowadays, because you just can't. First of all, you don't get the quality like you used to. You don't get value for money, or you know, ordering it early. You don't get any of that. It's just a day wasted of your life, you know. Right, landing lights off. What else? Return lights, taxi lights. They doesn't need to be off. See what signs off. APU's still on, isn't it? Which doesn't need to be on. As long as it's still following its thing, which it is. Yeah, it's following just fine. Right, we'll go flight level change so we can change the speed. I didn't pre-order. I bought it myself. Oh, as a Christmas present. Yeah, that's the thing though. Not even I've downloaded it because I just knew it was going to be shit from the get-go, and it was. It got such bad publicity. Flight Sim 2024, and it's almost like these developers. Well, it's not the developers; it's the people at the top. They've never played a video game in their life. They're just a load of ambitious dickheads and bitches who go, "Oh yes." It's like spitting image, isn't it? It's like, oh, we come from Epsilon 5 where everything is perfect. So when we think something is perfect, it will be perfect. You know, they're like, you're a politician, you're 4 years old, you've got no life experience, leave it to the developers, and once the developers confirm it's ready, release it. You know what I mean? That's how it should be, not all these dickheads in suits and ambitious bitches who go, oh yeah, well we think. You know, you don't know anything about the world, you're a 4-year-old, you know, in my eyes. I'm going to do more Minecraft streams, well, once my Survival Island series is over. With the space stuff. Yeah, that's ambitious though, isn't it? You called me an ambitious bitch. You know, that's something that is, I think, is quite good. Because there's a lot of editing and all that. And it's, you know, hard work to do. But, you know, when it's out, whether people can make the premieres or not, you know, kind of is a testimony to how much people want Survival Island, you know what I mean? So, it's always nice saying, oh, I want more of this. But it's almost, you know, you kind of vote with your attention, really, I think, generally. I'm not having a go, but that's what I find nowadays. After 11 years of doing YouTube, when people say they want something, sometimes they don't want it, we just say it to whatever, say it, you know what I mean? And I've done that, but normally people, if they like something, they vote with their attention span. So I'll know that Henry and a lot of the people on my Discord who like Aviation, they don't say they like Flight Sim, but I already know they like Flight Sim because they vote with their attention, because already we've had loads of people in the chat, you know what I mean? So they don't have to tell me that they like Flight Sim in order for me to know they like Flight Sim. They vote with their attention span. So that's 11 years of YouTube, just knowing people. Same with my airport streams. Same people will join, you know. Maybe not Dylan because he's a little bit more hard work, but, you know, I take, well, he takes after me because he's younger than me. Hard work. God, we're already nearly over the, wherever, the East Coast. Bloody hell. Yeah, we are going fast, yeah. Try and land as quick as possible. It's all about efficiency. I need to land. I need to get there. You know. Alright, we'll just cut this off. We don't need to go to 29,000. We'll cut it off at 25,000. That's going to be like a, you know. Did I put the thing in the chat? I put it in twice as I assumed. Put that in. Good old Amsterdam. Yeah, I didn't take off with flaps there. That was annoying. I thought I did. I thought I'd set the flaps and some magical reason. See, that's the thing. For landings, I need to constantly look into the bottom right, because that's when I know if they're set or not. Right, flight directory's on. We're all good. We're all good in the hood. That's still ascending, and I don't want it to. Right, flight level change. Right, can I not hold it there? Right, it's leveled out. But what it will do now, it will descend me. Right, better not change it. There we go. Yeah, make sure to like and all that. Yeah, it's been a pretty smooth flight so far. Quick taxi out. Well, was it? Didn't seem like that to me. It took off about 10 minutes ago, was it? 10 minutes ago? Yeah, about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, so there's another flight sim tomorrow with a Dreamliner. Yeah, it's just been ages since I've flown the Boeing. Seriously. It's been a very long time. Alright, so a little view of this. See, I really need to start slowing down here. So we are going very, very fast. Very, very quickly as well. So we're nearly at 500 ground speed. That's fast, you know. KLM 767 Manchester Amsterdam. Yeah, it's fine. I think we're all good. Have a little look around the cabin if we want. I can adjust my trim as well, but I think you can do that on the Dreamliner because it requires more like negative trim. Because it will lift up too early. No, we're not overspeeding. We're all right. We're beyond. Sorry, we're under the overspeed margin, so we're okay. Good old KLM. Looking pretty good. Take a seat. I think I will. Captain Sim. Yeah, where's your 767? Sorry, 777. Yeah, I just can't find it. I bought it about a year or 2 years ago. And it's not in the marketplace at all. I just can't find it. So I had to try and fly the 330 on the stream earlier today that I deleted. I ended up going through the runway at Heathrow. So that was like, I don't know, rolling along. I lifted this up with the yoke. I know, on an Airbus. That makes sense, doesn't it? And I just ended up going through the, you know when I landed at Hong Kong that time? And there was like an invisible kind of drop in the runway. So I just ended up, solid ground, taking off or taxiing. And I just ended up going like that, like going through the ground. And I was like, what's going on here? And that's why I ended up ending the Istanbul flight and postponing it to tomorrow. Yeah, that's why, because I was fed up, basically. I couldn't get my 777. Did the 330, and then all the 330 stuff went wrong. You know, everything that could have gone wrong, went wrong, you know. And I just don't know where the Captain Sim 777 is. 300, I just can't see it on... It shows that I've got it on the marketplace thing and on my, whatever, installs and all that. But... No, can I select it as an aircraft to fly in the top left thing on the menu? No. You know, go to the world map. Can't find it anywhere. Captain Sim 777-300. It's not there. Got the 777X and the freighter, the 200 freighter, but not the 777-300ER, which I probably paid £16 for, and it's just not there now. Like, what is that? I'm sorry. I can't do the Jet 2 safety demo on the KLM 767, yeah. So, yeah, KLM did actually used to own the 76. Yeah, many years ago, though. Many years ago. Just tucking into a nice Thatcher's cider. I'm trying to think how many I've had today so far. 1, 2, half. That'll be 3.5. So I really need to have to start. I'm not working tomorrow, so if I'm not working tomorrow, I can do what I want. Literally. But yeah, if you're liking the stream, make sure to like. Give us a review on Google Reviews. Fucking hell. Yeah, also this has stopped working as well. Or has it? The thumbs up. Oh no, it's working. Never mind. Fucking hell. Oh, dearie me. See, I'll just show you what's going on down here in the control sensor. So we've got the yoke, right? Which I dare to touch. Throttles. It was doing a thing before where it was focusing, but it needs more natural light, I think. Got the cider. Got the volume. As you can see. So this controls my volume. The big subwoofer down there. So if I turn it up, you can hear it, can't you? Powerful. Very, very powerful. Can't have it too loud because got neighbours and, mum and dad listening to TV downstairs, and all of a sudden you can hear like, what the fuck is he doing now? It's very powerful. Very, very powerful stuff. It's a bit too powerful though, because I've got clarity speakers there, and I've got the big subwoofer, and then I can change the bass by holding it down, and that controls the bass. So it can be like really, really rumbly. So that's maximum bass. And if I turn that up the bass, it's like mega. it sounds like there's thunder outside, honestly. I just need to turn it down a little bit. There we go. So it's just like a thing. So you hold it down for bass and you hold it up to change the volume. There's like two settings basically: bass and volume. Hold it down, change the bass. That won't control the volume. That will just control how much bass there is. Hold it down again. That will control your volume. Yeah, it's quite good. You can connect it to your Bluetooth thing, so I don't have to go around fiddling with millions of cables, switching, loads of bloody aux cables and all that, and jacks, and sorting all that out. Just Bluetooth it to my my MacBook Pro. Yeah, makes a world of difference just having that extra bit of tech. You can just see my chin. You can see it there going. It's like it compensates, so you can't see the end of my chin because of my microphone. But don't worry, you can see it down here, at the bottom left. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, dearie me. Right. Where are we? We've kind of slowed down a little bit, I feel. Oh no, we haven't. We're still going just as fast. Our flight descendants will now be coming... Attendants. Flight attendants. He says he's put descendants. Will now be coming around with food on this KLM flight to Amsterdam. Our flight attendants. Descendants. Yeah, just because flight attendants get like a hard time and sometimes don't make the best of decisions doesn't mean you have to call them descendants. That's like almost referring to them as like Neanderthals or something like that. Yeah, attendants. Right, I'll select that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself tomorrow, I'm not too sure. I'm off. There we are, nice Boeing. Yeah, I always fly Airbus, so... Because of the Boeing stuff, I've got to set up all this. And I'm like, oh... I've only got the 7.6. And the, well, I've got the same amount of Boeing stuff as Airbus stuff, actually, so it's bullshit, that. I've got A330neo. A321, A320, right? And Boeing stuff got 7.6, 7.7, well, used to have the 777 until today, and 7.8. I've also got the 7.4, but I never fly the 7.4 because I've got a two-way throttle quadrant, not a four throttle quadrant thing. So yeah, well, throttle quadrant. Quad means four, so that's like a bit counterproductive, counterintuitive. So I've got, yeah, dual throttle duplex thing, like a twin thing. Yeah, just twin engines, so a quad thing would have four, and that's what I'd need for a 747. Well, they always called it a quadrant. I don't know why they call it a quadrant now, because it's more triplet. Because I've got a speed brake here, so there's 3 inlets, 2 for the throttles, you can't see, 2 for the throttles and 1 for the speed brake, and I can change that round if I want flaps. But speed brakes are more like flowing, whereas flaps you got to lift up and go into certain like mechanisms to obviously set the level of flap. So yeah, 2 Heinekens. Hey, that's yeah, 2 Heinekens. 2 Heinekens here. 1 Amstel. 1 Le Chouf. Oh my god. Fuck me. Sideways. Oh, he's good fun, isn't he? Sam, what would you like to order on board the KLM 767? 2 Heinekens. Just use left throttle for left engine and right throttle for right engine. It should still work. Yeah, it should. That's what I'm doing now. Speed brake, because the speed brake is more like a little bit more, free flowing when you use it on an Airbus and a, Boeing. I've just got my speed brake to the left, and the middle section, and then the right section is obviously left engine, right engine, and that's how I've got it. because the flaps I can easily set here on my D-pad, and that's how I do it. And I can fly just fine until this starts buggering around with it and going, oh no, I'm going to change your throttle. Oh, I'm going to change your flap setting now. You know, just randomly. That really gets on my wires, that, when it does that. And it's done it before as well. It just randomly selects the flap setting when I've already selected it. It just goes, oh no, I'm just going to have it on 0. You know, it's like it's got a mind of its own. It's like, well, I've got to fly to these conditions. You know, when you change your flaps, it's like, it's just as bad as changing your, or as much to affect as changing your throttle or your power. How much lift you've got on the wing, you know, more flaps you've got, or, you know, more degrees you've got, 15 degrees, 45 degree, you know. It's like, that's like a big barn door, you know what I mean? Dragging along the wing, you know. It's almost like having your throttle set to like 20% when coming in. Or not even 20%, 0%. It's like so stiff, it's ridiculous. Any cheese and ham toasties? Not on KLM, sorry. We only do authentic Dutch cheese, which is Edam. And also Gouda. Edam Gouda. I've actually had it. Nicest cheese you could ever. I actually did have some Dutch cheese when I was there. And I was like, I sat somewhere, I think I was in like a Heineken bar, and they said, oh yeah, we bring around like cheese and stuff, and I'm like, I know you do. You know, I'm virtually the biggest fan of your country. You know. You know, these people flying British flags at the moment. I'm quite happy to fly the Dutch flag. Honestly, I just am. You know, and I actually had some cheese. And, oh, it was brilliant. It was raining in Amsterdam. Oh, just... Simple things just want to make me cry, and like, just with excitement and, you know, enjoyment. Doesn't take much, does it? Sitting in Amsterdam when it's pissing wet, under like a canopy place in a bar, eating Edam and Heineken. That's all a man wants, isn't it? You know, someone like me. Brilliant. Life's going all well, it's all set out. Well, some of it. A bit unhappy with the YouTube stuff. And I'm just like, sat there like, you know, all I needed was some wacky backy in there. I'd be like... Half the time I believe you ended up blowing it up my nose. Get to 757 stuff, and I got from Boots. Cost 7. Oh right, oh that's a coincidence. Oh yeah, wow, bloody hell. Tell you what. 767, yeah. Have you heard as well in schools where they're going 67, 67, and some kid today said, sir, I need to show you something. I'm like, oh god, is this like a major thing that I might need to, you know, because when you're working at school, it's like, oh sir, I need to tell you something. It's like, oh, is this something I need to like report, or, you know, kind of consult a senior member staffer about, you know, something like that. And it's like, my favourite locker, sir, is here. And I look down and it says 67 on it. I'm like, I just go and I just walk off. Honestly, I found it funny. I said, yeah, very, very good, Mikey. Now go back to lesson. And I just walk off. They're good fun. They're good fun. I get it, but it's just like, really? You know? Yeah, I mean, I've had it all before, you know, working in schools. I've seen it all before, crazes, you know, when they used to shout pumpkin in the bloody classroom, or, you know, little, you know, like balloon bands in 2014 and all that, and the slinkies, you know, all that phrase, the fidget spinners. What else was there? Yeah, the Monterex stuff, which is fallen down the gutter now. Yeah, I've seen it all before. It's just kids, what they do. They just go from one thing to another, to another, to another. Whatever's popular, they do it to fit in. That's all it is. I didn't really do that though. I mean, I think in 2014 I did loom bands because my friends did them. But as soon as they were unpopular, yeah, I dropped them like you wouldn't believe. You know, like, I didn't even know where they are now. In 2014, in like August, I didn't even know where they were. So that's how quick things can just shear off. It's funny. Yeah, no, it's still going. It's surprising, but this is what you do. You know, you don't get it when you're in a workplace, but when you're at school, God, it's the only thing that you hear. You know, year sevens walking down the corridor or down the stairs, and they go 6, 7. It's like, shut up. I just ignore it. It is funny, though. I suppose it's funny, but it's like, come on, you know. Really? Yeah. British school kids, you can't get any better than that. Yeah, that's why the in-betweeners exists, you know. British schools, high schools are so funny. They just are. It's so funny and so dramatic, one thing to another. It's like, I mean, American schools are worse, I suppose, but I don't know, there's just something about British schools. It's like, it's bloody iconic. If you flew the 777, everything on board would be 777. Oh, anyone? Oh, yeah, Labubu. Yeah, I've heard of them. Of course I have. My sister's got one, which is like, well, dare to say. Why have I turned off wing lights, you mong? Right, let's reduce the speed. Let's reduce the altitude. What do you think I should select my speed to? 6, 7. I can do it. 16,700. Oh, I've got nothing better to do. 100 flymans here. Hello. Just put that there. Get that cam on because we're going to start using it now. Okay, that's my squeaky shoes squeaking there. My squeaky shoes. You ever heard about squeaky shoes on a stream? You need to stop it. Buy this to stop squeaky shoes and leave a review on Google Reviews. Oh, I'm never going to stop that, am I? Right, okay. Get the let's get the house lights on. We'll get the seatbelt signs on. Why not? AP bleed still on, which probably should be. Select our runway for Amsterdam. There's a bit of clouds, so I assume we're coming in shit conditions as always, which I might actually change because I don't want to be struggling any more than I have already done today. Live weather. Oh, shite. Just get scatter clouds. Scatter clouds, that'll do. No, I didn't want to do that. Right, auto brake 2. Set to 2. We're rolling. Right, okay, we are descending. Quite some pace. There we go. Yeah, it's been a good week so far. Wednesday, halfway through the week. Wednesday tomorrow, more like. People will be thinking, no, it's not. It's Tuesday, you idiot. Yeah, sorry, I'd never normally stream this late. It's because of the stream earlier. I couldn't get my 777 working. I wanted my 777. I wanted my baby 777. I ended up getting the 330. But ended up going through the ground at Heathrow on runway 09 right. Not good enough. Ended the stream like that. You're not surprised, are you? You would too. What would you do? Can't get your... Is it raining? Can't get your 777. And then end up bloody going through the runway at Heathrow. Yeah, you just go, I'm just going to call it a day. I'm just going to do it tomorrow because this just isn't working out. That's what you do. That's the professional thing to do. End it. Give people a bonus stream like this. And then still make it for the next day. That's what you do. You make up for it. You know, fannying about for another 20 minutes to select another aircraft and do the same thing all over again is just not worth it, you know. You've got to think as well, people are watching it back, you know, historically. So, yeah, there is that as well. So I just thought, right, no, this is just not good enough. And that's what I do. If something's not good enough right from the get-go, I'll just go, right, guys, this isn't working, you know. It's not fair for people to listen to this. Bing bong, dear passengers, we will soon be beginning our descent into Amsterdam, so please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your armrests are down and your window blind is open. Thank you. And make sure to give us a review on Google Reviews. 26 minutes until Wednesday. Oh yeah, true. Probably end the stream probably at midnight. I bet I will. I bet I end the stream exactly at midnight. And if I do, well, that's just me. I don't know. Just something tells me I'll probably end this bloody stream at midnight. Probably. I better do as well. I better bloody do. Yeah, you just get a feeling. Yeah. Bloody, not impetuous thoughts. Intrusive thoughts, yeah. Well, not intrusive thoughts, but just... You just feel something sometimes, like a pull. Like, today's just going to go really badly, or today's going to go well. You know. I mean, I've had moments where I've thought like that and it's gone the opposite way. You know, I remember when I was working in the girls' school at the start of the year and I thought, I just feel like today's going to be like a really good day. You know, I've got art at the start and I've got geography and I've got something else. And it was a shit day. It was awful. You know, I don't know what made it awful. I think I was just... because they were doing a lot of TA stuff. Well, no, sorry. There weren't enough TAs. And they were screwing around with Vasenko and stuff like that because he'd left. I had to take on all the heavy duty and literally, virtually, almost trying to translate what some other teacher was trying to say because obviously English wasn't their first language. Yeah, literally, I was having to say to these girls, right, go do this, go do that, because that's what she's saying. And they were taking it all the wrong way. Because obviously when you're teaching something like learning for life, if someone doesn't speak the language very well, and we're talking about cultural diversity or whatever, it's on the subject of maybe gay marriage or something, or, you know, what do you call it? What do you call it? I can't even bloody remember. So it's so up my arse, I can't bloody remember it. Yeah, you know, like intertwined relationships, people who like, you know, the other sex and all that. And she was going, well, in my culture, I don't agree with this. And I was like, oh, that's a good thing to say, isn't it, in learning for life? Well done, miss. And I was just sat there going, oh my God. And these 16-year-old girls are going, oh my God, you can't say that in a lesson. Who's this teacher? And I'm like, calm down. What's happened to my hair? It's getting more and more tragic by the minute. Oh yeah, so I had to take all that on once, and that was a horrible day. That's probably the worst day I've ever had in a school, having to explain to them, she doesn't speak English, it's not her first language, so don't get too upset. I'm going to report her. Who do I report her to, sir? And I'm like, report to me. I'm her teacher now. Anything goes. It was like that though. It did feel like that towards the end, around April. Anything just goes. I'm just like, why is this allowed? This shouldn't be allowed. Someone can't come into a school, teach learning for life, and not have English as their first language and just start making throwaway comments about what they believe in their culture. You know, is it all their culture? I just thought, this something didn't sit right with me. I did actually report it as well because I just thought this isn't fair on them because they shouldn't have to put up with this. Yeah. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta report things, you know. Report things like a police officer. And sometimes though, honestly, your school stuff, it's like crowd control. Some of it, you know, like I'd say 20% of it, 30% of it sometimes if you're doing break duty and all that. It's like crowd control, honestly, like working at Wembley Arena or something. Like, no, don't go that way, go that way. You know the one-way system, go that way. Honestly, you speak to anyone who works in education and does that, they'll say sometimes it is like crowd control. I'd be complaining of a cold draft. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's just like, oh, we shouldn't have to listen to this in an educational setting and all that. Yeah, I just thought, not great, that. What do you think, sir? Well, I said, well, mixed marriages and all that. I said, you know, it's like the Scousers, like, calm down. I said, whatever they do. You know, like, I agree with it, whatever. I just said, yes, people can do whatever they want, you know. Obviously within reason, you know, as long as you're not killing people, do whatever you want. That's like my whole attitude. So I've actually said to a pupil the other day, I said with art, I said, yeah, there's no boundaries, just do whatever you want, you know, which isn't really a very good thing to say because you're meant to be setting an example, but we were doing something about shading and trying to, you know, manipulate it. And I said, yeah, do whatever you want. That's my problem though, because I'm so self-taught. I have no boundaries with things, you know, with what I do on here. There's no boundaries. There's no one saying, or there's no thing where I go back in my brain, you know, digress and go, oh, when I got taught iMedia, I was told not to do this or I shouldn't do that. There's none of that. You know, I literally have written my own book with how I do things on my channel. So when I go to teach things in a very similar subject in like an educational setting, I'm like, it's the same principle. I'm like, yeah, do whatever you want. And that's my problem. Probably my biggest flaw of like just the too much relaxed, you know. If it's music or art and doing art, I will literally go, do whatever you want. Because that's the way I learned. By just doing whatever I wanted to. And experimenting. Which, yeah, I know it sounds like bloody ambitious and all this and bloody pretentious shit. But it's true. You know, I literally sat here in 26... Well, not here because I didn't live here in 2016. But, you know, I literally taught myself everything. Because no one, you know, wanted to spend the time with me to, you know, teach me anything. Nobody. So I did it myself. So that's why it always annoys me when some channels and some people come to me and go, can you teach me this or can you show me how to stream? I'm just like, learn it yourself, you know. I've always helped people, but it's not... I think at the start of this year, there was somebody who was taking it to the next level, and I just said, you're going to have to do things yourself. Sorry, I'm not telling you everything in my setup. I made lies as well, said, oh, it's all, you know... I said it is something, but it wasn't, basically. I said, oh, it's all... There's 3 modems and all this, and they all connect instantaneously using a special wire. Oh, where do you get the special wire from? And I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Some dodgy website. Honestly, it was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, if people are trying to get information from you guys, if you've spent the majority of your career or whatever, or your hobby, learning things for yourself, don't give people the secrets and stuff. Just tell them to do it themselves. The worst thing that can happen is, oh, you're going to make an enemy. And that's it. That's the worst thing that can happen. Probably in that. And the best thing that can happen is probably, oh, you make friends with someone who isn't really genuine. Oh, yeah, I've had all that. Like, I plugged the camera into the grass. Kind of lies. Yeah. Do what you want. Right, here's Amsterdam. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see where I'm landing. This time. Where did you land last time? And turn off autopilot. That camera's all set up down there as well. Oh, bugger off, would you? No, I didn't want it to do that. Just does whatever it wants to do. Right, I'll select the speed to a lower speed. So that should do. I'm happy with that. That should be on 10. 110. Runway turn lights. That's all sorted. That's on 2. Speed brakes. Okay, right. We can manually fly it into Amsterdam now. So, hallelujah. Yeah. If you've learned something yourself, why? Unless they're like a friend and all that. If they're just some random person, some like bureaucrat or something, or some other person you've never had any association with before in your life, even if they've said, oh, I've watched your channel for 2 years, because that's what people do now. I've watched your channel for 2 years and I've just finally found myself confident enough to do what you do, and I really look up to you, you know, all the sandwich technique stuff. And they go, can you tell me what you use? You know, it's just like, well, come on, you know. First of all, you can't bullshit a bullshitter, because I'm the biggest bullshitter on the planet. You know. Probably not on the planet, probably in the universe. Yeah. Planet bullshit. And, Secondly, you know, just think about how it looks. You know, it's just like, ugh. I'd never go to someone else and go, oh, how'd you do that? And then, yeah, I just feel wrong about it, and it wouldn't be like me, would it? It'd be, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has that, but you know when you've worked really hard on something, it almost like has your identity in it, you know, and it's like a living being. That's how I feel about some of the stuff I do on here. It's like, because I've worked on it for so long, or certain things, it's like a part of my identity. It's like almost like an extra limb, you know what I mean? That's how sometimes YouTube stuff, when I'm really passionate about it, that's how it can feel sometimes. Almost like an extra limb. I don't really know how to describe it. It's really odd. Really odd thing, but yeah, just like a part of me, like a, I don't know, part of my, like an organ or something. Yeah, okay, I think we'll stop there. Oh, this thing's going everywhere, isn't it? Oh, what's it doing? See how it's going down like that? That's the Thrustmaster shit for you. Right. That's Eham. Eham. Hello, Eham. We're just flown past Eham. Hee. Right, what runway are we going to come on? Shall we turn on to this runway here? I think that was the... Okay, so we're going to have to go over there. Line up. Careful. Doesn't help that it's doing this. It's actually easier to fly Airbus now, because... See how it's dropping down? See how the camera's dropping down? It shouldn't be doing that. You know, £400 spent for that. Seriously. I'll pin that as well. Everyone's probably laughing at me like, oh, he. The thing he said in this stream. Bloody brilliant. His channel feels like an organ to him. You know what? Someone like really pissed just rolling around on the floor like... The best thing they've heard all year. It's the best thing I've heard all year as well. I have to live with myself. Oh, this thing is so bad. See what it's doing? It's going up and down. Yeah, I'm not doing that. It's part of the stupid yoke system, because it's... I can't fly like this, honestly. I can't fly like this. It's erratic. £400 for this, seriously. I don't know how to counteract it, I'm sorry. See how it's dropping down like that? It's like stick drifting. Oh, it's so bad, honestly. I don't know what I'm going to do with this bloody Thrustmaster stuff. I might have to... I can't send it back because I've had it for 2 years. Does anyone else's do this? Like the connections are all loose or something? It won't stop doing it. So bad, honestly. It's so bad. Some of the things in this game are so poor quality. It's really worrying. I'm having to like compensate and I'm still going up. I can't even fly like this. This is not a comfortable way to fly at all. Having to constantly change how the camera is, because it keeps drifting like that. What sort of product is that for £400? Shocking, isn't it? And that's why I didn't buy Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I've played this game long enough to know that it's the plagued with so many problems. I can't fly like this. It's simply, I cannot fly when the game is doing this. What am I meant to do? How am I meant to compensate for that? Because it just keeps drifting down. I can't even fix it. I can't fix it when I'm in mid-air. Bloody joke. Yeah, it's hitting all new logo gaming and add-ons to things. It's like such bad quality nowadays. Never used to be like this. I don't like the way it's going. No, it just keeps drifting down, doesn't it? Keeps drifting down. And there's a way I can control that, so this button doesn't control my vertical camera, because it just can't fly like this, where it keeps. Can you just disconnect it and use the controller instead? No, because I promised people I'd use the yoke. Honestly, this is what you get for £400 of Thrustmaster. A bunch of shit. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe how anyone could make a product, not test it properly, and release it like this. Just baffles me how anyone could have the courage to do that. I mean, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my absolute best. It's still going down though, isn't it? Because you can see it going down. I'm trying to counteract it with my controller as well. You can see exactly what I'm doing to try and counteract it and to stop it from ghosting. Because that's what it does. It's ghosting. It's thinking as an input. Whether, isn't it? It's like all the signals. It's like Alzheimer's. It's like it's got Alzheimer's and it's just going pew, 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 pew. It's like ping pong. All the signals are just going everywhere, which is probably why my flaps are fucking up as well. That sounded great. Oh, that sounded brilliant. Yeah, they don't care though. There's no point reporting it to them. They don't give a shit. You might as well be talking about another game that they didn't make, honestly. Yeah, it's shit, isn't it? It's not a lot. I mean, 10 years ago, I've never seen quality this bad in video games before. Like, nowadays with video games, it's just so crap. I mean, Doom, the Dark Ages, another one. It's alright, but a lot of the level design is very copy, cut and paste, like, all very similar. Whereas Doom Eternal, made in 2020, brilliant game, probably the best Doom game ever. And it's just like, shit quality. I don't know, like that Sonic Frontiers I played. Again, very, very naff. Very rushed, you know, just very, very basic and boring, and just can't attract people at all to play the games. Like Minecraft updates as well, can't get the people in to play the game. So they have to get all these shit sponsors and YouTubers to help them out. That's how it is. You know, they can't make a product, so they rely on sponsorships and word of mouth and stuff. Well, not really word of mouth. Because word of mouth is when people do it under the cover and go, yeah, it's generally brilliant, so people will buy it. Word of mouth isn't advertising, you know, word of mouth is word of mouth. You know, where someone will go, oh yeah, this is really good, this, you should check it out, it's really good. And people will just instinctively check it out and go, oh yeah, it's really good, and talk about it and go, you know, so it spreads like wildfire. So you know your product's always good. Yeah, I don't see this with this. Don't see that with Flight Sim. Polar opposite. Someone tell me the quality of Flight Sim, I'd go, yeah, it's very mediocre. You don't know what they're doing. Wouldn't even know how to bloody spell plane. Bloody spell it the wrong way, as in like plane as in like a plain field or something like that. Right, okay, we'll select our flaps a little lower. I don't know where I am now. Right, okay. Yeah, no, there's no point reporting it to them because they don't care. That's the thing, they don't care. I already know they don't care because they can't even issue refunds or, you know, respond to stuff on their social media. So how the hell are they in any fit state to fix a problem like this? Exactly, they can't do it. It's out of their depth. They don't know how to. I think that's the airport over there in all the purple. Because again, as always, quality assurance is down the drain. Quality checks, yeah. Amsterdam Airport is in purple in this game now. Because it needs an update. It doesn't just automatically update. It needs you to manually update it. Yeah, we're living in the dark ages. It's like some backwater. This game is like a backwater. Seriously. It's like a cesspit for all convicts, all misery of people who can put together a video game. It is like that. It's like some sort of cesspit for rogue developers. Yeah, I'd say bloody iMedia courses in like really, you know, shit colleges could probably do a better job than this. Seriously. Yeah, how's it? Yeah, we're all okay. I'm just having a right old moan because flight sim's been shit tonight. Like, utter shit. I've had so many problems with it, you wouldn't believe it. The amount of times I've said this is rubbish. If you counted how many times I've moaned in this stream, let alone the stream, in 1 minute, you'd be a millionaire. Yeah, you'd be rich, man. You really would be. Right, we're coming in now. We've got all the stuff sorted. Martin's probably like, just shut the fuck up and end the stream. Right, here we go. Coming into Amsterdam. Bit nose high there. And it's doing a stick drift thing again. Because it's a load of shit. I've cut the engines too. I'm just going to see where we are on the map because... Tracking. Hang on, where are we? Oh yeah, we're coming in. Right, okay, we're good. And once again, set the flaps to 0. And something that I didn't want it to do. See what I mean though? See what I mean? How bad it is. You can't rely on it. Yeah, sorry about all the moaning. I do apologise. But again, I didn't make the game. If I'd made the game, it'd be a lot different to this, honestly. It probably wouldn't have come out. Probably going, oh fuck this, I'm not having that. Just basic controls, you know, the basics and stuff. You know, when you buy things, they should work. None of this, you know, crap with, ooh, it's broken now. After 2 years, you're gonna have to pay for a new set. Or the warranties ran out. Oh, we only give you a warranty for 6 months because that's when we know it breaks. None of this shit. Because what companies don't realise, when they do all that stuff, oh, the warranty ends after 6 months because we financially engineer and make sure it breaks then. You know, what they realise then is, oh, people, you know, you get a name for yourself then. You know, business used to work off trust, integrity, ambition, and, you know, striving. And now it's just, oh yeah, just capital greed, you know, corporate greed, and then they wonder why all the business drops off and then they go bust. They wonder, you know, it's like, I don't know, Pythagoras theorem for them. It's like, oh, rocket science, why did it all go wrong? Oh, I don't know why it went wrong. Why did it go all wrong? Because of that. I mean, I did business studies and I was warned of how this affects the market, and it's funny, after COVID it seems to be more alive than ever. There's capital greed and shit quality everywhere. That's how I see. That's how I see it. Don't care, my channel say what I want. There we go, we're down. Probably haven't landed in Amsterdam, but oh well. Further speed brakes forward. This thing's having a fit. Are we slowing down? Brakes. That's what you need, son. Brakes. There we go. We're here. Welcome to Amsterdam, the lovely city of Holland. The lovely city of Holland. Oh boy, have I moaned in this one. Bloody hell. Oh, we could have parked over there, couldn't we? There's a KLM's over there. There's loads of KLM's over here as well. Oh, sorry. Right, flaps up. Go to bed. Fucking hell, sounds bad. be fair, beds are the best place to watch YouTube. Maybe for 15 minutes, but then you start getting a little bit like, oh, no, I'm just not going to sleep tonight. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. When you get into bed and just watch a few videos, that's when it's good. But then, like, after 15 minutes, it's a bit like, I feel a bit groggy and too much blue light. You know, that's how I feel. And sometimes I just like my sleep, you know. If I have had shit sleep, I will sleep. Like, you could start playing the drums and I won't wake up, honestly. It's like... yeah, sorry about that landing, guys. And look, we've landed exactly at midnight, as I predicted. I said I'd end the stream at midnight, actually. So I have 1 minute to end the stream, which won't happen. Look at this! What is this? Unbelievable. Yeah, it's just not fair because I paid for this game. I paid for all the add-ons. And I expect it to be, you know, good quality. Obviously you do. You know, £15 on this, £15 on that. £70 here. This is the Dulux version of the game, by the way. I didn't say that, but this is the Dulux version. So this isn't the standard version. This is the Dulux version of Flight Sim. I know. Say no more. But yeah. I'm full on coming down on it today, though. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not fit for purpose. Because it's run by Microsoft, that's why. And that's my point. When major corporations take over, they have like mass control. You ever wondered why the only places you can get coffee in the UK is Starbucks, Costa, and all that? It's because it's about, you know, capitalism and having ultimate control. But what you get then is a nasty corporation and a load of employees who are treated like robots, not human beings. Yeah, it's all nice having a little name badge, but that's just to show they don't really care about you. You know, it's to like compensate for major flaws or things that people might accuse them of. Oh, you don't care about us. Well, we do, because we give you a name badge. It's just words, you know. But yeah, honestly, just stay clear of chains. That's what I do. I never eat at any chains. I just don't. Ask anybody. Do I eat at McDonald's? No. Do I eat at Greg's? Not really. Only if it's absolutely necessary or convenient to. KFC? No. Starbucks? No. Costa went in there last week because my mum wanted to. That's a different thing, though. That's a different thing. If someone wants to, and that's where they want to go, that's fine by me. You know. But I'd much rather prefer to support independent establishments. Why is my throttles working? My throttles have stopped working. What's going on? No power? Run out of fuel? Can't have run out of fuel. Look, throttles aren't working now. Is it me? Or am I just being so stupid? Is it because auto throttle's still on? Yeah, it's because auto throttle's still on. That's a bad bug, that. It should just come off, you know. If you override it like that, it should override auto throttle. If you put so much tension on that, or you're going like that, it should just override auto throttle. So we haven't even gotten that right. Oh my god. Yeah, it's annoying. Right, okay, here we go. You're not supposed to eat at chains. You're meant to use tables. Oh my god. Oh, gone a bit over the line. Oh, who gives a shit. Yeah, I don't know if it needs updating this bit, but it should just update automatically, wouldn't you think? All for this Bing AI, Microsoft AI. Really? You know. Look at the scars. Really? Do you trust them? It's like conspiracy theory central, this, isn't it? Do you trust the Labour Party? No. Do you trust the Conservative Party? No. Reform? No. Do you trust yourself? No. Do you trust anybody? No. It's like that. Everything? No. There's a problem with this, there's a problem with that. It's hilarious. That's why people become members, to hear me moan about the world. and to slag off everybody. Oh god, my whatever £400 a month comes just from that shitting on people. Here's Josh. Oh my god. I've just given away how much I make a month. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Anywhere from 400 to anywhere else. I'd say a minimum is like 200. Right, okay, we're here. So engines aren't off, even though we've cut the fuel supply. Yeah, I know, it's great, isn't it? Why isn't it updated though? Why does it not update? Yeah, I only heard of it being red. I know, it looks good though, doesn't it? It's an interesting update. Yeah, the Mackey's in Amsterdam, by the way, Sam. Yeah, I know I did, because it was convenient. It was convenient too. I just walked past and just, oh fuck it, I'm not spending 20 quid on a pizza, you know, as it is in Amsterdam. I just thought, no, I'm not doing that. So it's convenience, not somewhere I'd choose to go. I heard Josh O'Malley once went all the way to Warrington just to get free fries from McDonald's. So, you know, I'm not trying to say anything. Yeah, I remember that phone call. Right, okay. APU off. 20 quid for a full... Really, it is in Amsterdam. You've got to think it's a city centre. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before, but basically, when you go to a city centre, everything's mega expensive. You know, you've got to save up. That's why people who go to America, well, particularly naming, you know, Disneyland and all that, like Florida and all that, they save up not just for flights, but for the cost of living over there. You know, like $4,000 aside just for a restaurant, because it's mega expensive because of where it is. It's a tourist trap. I've got you by the short and curlies, and that's how it is. False accusations. I remember that. He went all the way to Runcorn from Warrington from Runcorn to get some sort of deal on chips at McDonald's. This is about a year ago, so I'm surprised that you can't remember. But I remember it. I swear to God, to get some whatever, you know, McDonald's. They do all these loyalty things or whatever they call customer. Well, they say customer loyalty. Fries, really? Customer loyalty. I can make some fries for free. That'd be 10 times better than McDonald's. Oh, God. Yeah, it's cheaper and easier to haggle prices. Exactly, yeah. I mean, London, I mean, that's expensive. I actually saved up a bit of money for London and Istanbul. When I was actually doing a lot of accountant stuff when I was in London, just to set aside £200 for Istanbul airport, because I thought, this is going to be expensive. And it wasn't. So I had like 180 quid aside. Well, in euros, because I just transferred it to my thingy account. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to put all this back in now. And it's not easy to do with the post office thing. Not easy at all. Because they make it like pulling teeth. I'd have known of it. No, I swear to God, no, I'm not having this debate. I'm not talking about that. No, I think he did. He went on the bus to go to McDonald's somewhere to get chips. And I remember thinking, really? It was like last year. It's like last year in July or something. I seem to remember. I remember things. Normally, if I remember things, they've happened, you know. Right, baggage service.
Schiphol ground KLM Charlie Sierra 767. Could you please send the baggage?
No, we can't do that. You need to download a £200 update for that to work. Right, fuel. Yeah, we'll get a fuel supply just in case.
KLM Charlie Sierra 767. Could you please send a fuel truck?
No. Fuel truck is on the road. Which bloody one? Wouldn't be a choice prize. Oh, fuel truck's in the canal. It's coming to you. It's pretty quicker on the canal. Yeah, it's midnight. Yeah, okay. Right, we're gonna end the stream now, guys. yeah, you've enjoyed. It's been quite fun, apart from this doing weird stuff. So basically, it won't do it now, of course, because I'm not doing something really difficult. You know, it's just if it's not inconvenient to it won't. But if it's inconvenient to do it, it will. Just I'm moving. Here we are. There you go. Doing stuff like that just randomly, and I'm not touching the controller, and it's getting on my wires because when I'm trying to land and it's doing this, I can't fly. What the fuck was that? Sounded like the bloody xenomorph coming out of me, man. Honestly, I can't fly when it's doing stuff like that. Okay, it takes some to start doing it, but sometimes it just does it randomly. Like if I haven't touched a yoke for ages, like 20 minutes, it'll start doing it just randomly. I don't know if I'm meant to exercise it. But for 400 quid, should I really have to exercise it for it not to do that? I mean, it's still doing it now and I've given it a fair bit. Okay, now. It's because it's all made in Bangladesh and China. There's no quality oversight and it's just shit up the wall, isn't it? Yeah, it won't stop doing that. And I see what's going down. I'm not controlling doing anything on my controller to, yeah, just to prove it's just sporadic as hell. And I thought it was a good investment. I thought it'd improve my flight sims, and it hasn't. So to compensate for it, I've got to pull up like that. So when I'm flying, I'm going to go like that. So, yeah. £200 update for baggage handling, yeah. Fuck me. Right, let's turn this bloody thing off. Have we got the jetway connection? Did they not? Did not do the jetway connection. Jetway connection, that's what we want. Good stream, Sam. Goodbye, Henry. Yeah, Henry's been good on this one. He's good on everyone. To be honest, Henry does a lot of hard work. And so does Martin. But Martin's very busy sometimes. So, yeah, Henry doesn't half put out... You know, when it's a stream at Manchester, he'll give it a good 3 hours. You know, that's commitment. That is good. You know, compared to some of the people I've had before, or people who are not mods anymore, that's good. That's good stuff. You know, that's like beyond what I want. So, you know, people who say, oh, your mods are shit and you're a load of kids, you know, which I don't get anymore because I cut people like that out of my life because I don't like people like that in my life. That's going above and beyond. So, you know, on the next stream, maybe donate him a membership or something like that. You know, I look fucking like shit, so I'm turning that off. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. I'll see you tomorrow night for more problems with Flight Sim. So if you love problems with Flight Sim and someone moaning until they're literally out of breath, make sure to tune in next time, which is tomorrow. So yeah, bye all. Gonna go Mackey's now. Redemption's redeemed. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I think that's the funniest thing he's said ever. Sorry. Oh, they have a membership. Oh yeah. Well, gift him another membership then. Okay. Yeah, people can do that. I think if it adds to the membership. No, I think it does. If you gift somebody a membership, and you know, it randomly selects people, it'll add on to their, their monthly thing, so it'll become 2 months then. But again, on YouTube, you can't gift people memberships, so ignore what I'm saying. Yeah, YouTube don't let you select users manually to gift memberships to. And I say, this is my theory, right? Grooming. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I think YouTube don't allow people to gift certain people memberships in streams because of grooming, and that's actually how I think. Because if someone who's older, like massively older than someone else, let's say someone who's 48 and someone who's 12, and they're gifting the memberships every single time on a stream, that could be seen as like, so I can see why YouTube, make it automated or just random people. So if you're giving it to your worst enemy, yeah, just think, well, it's better than the alternative, maybe. You know, for somebody who might be vulnerable. Well, it's like proper school brain kicking in, isn't it? Fuck me. Right. See you guys in the next one. In fact, I'm so in the school brain. I've got my uniform on as well. I've got me. Yeah, this is just what I wear. Just a white shirt. Oh God, and speedos. Yeah, the surfboard. You know, surfing the troubles throughout the day. Oh God, how sad. Right, I'm going. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the moaning, but I think people know. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of flight sim. I like it, but I hate it. You know, it's like one of them. It's like I can put up with it, but yeah, I'd rather just have another flight sim if it was available, because it's just so bad and designed by 2-year-olds. It's more funny, but when you're passionate about it and you want to do a professional flight, it's not up for that. It's not that sort of flight sim. It's just out of its depth. You know, when someone's out of a depth, like Keir Starmer, it's like that. It's like Keir Starmer trying to run a bath out of his depth. Can't do it. Probably needs to take a master's in water physics and stuff like that, and you know, science and physics on how to not make the water flow, because for him the water would probably stop. You know, if he kept running, it would probably stop, like an invisible sheet of glass would stop it. But no, it would flow over the bath. But because he's a 2-year-old, he's a politician, he doesn't think like that. So yeah. Anyway, glad that Trump's making him look like a tit, which he is. So big up to Trump. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, night everyone. Did we need to know that Josh? And the answer is no. What's this? Got no pants on. 2-year-old would drown in the bath. Well, that's why he's not allowed near one. Keir Starmer, because he would probably drown in the bath, wouldn't he? Yeah. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he gets taken out, by the way. And if you know what I mean by that, you know what I mean. I wouldn't be at all surprised, because he's so hated. Not by me. He's just doing a job. You know, if he's not 100% with it, well, he probably shouldn't be doing it. But if he gets sniped, I wouldn't be at all surprised, because the amount of hate for him online is... I've never seen it. Ever. And it's like... Oh my God. Hope he does. Yeah, he hates him. But yeah, anyway, see you guys in the next one. Bye.